Matthew here from the MiniWarGaming Forge with the huge update behind the scenes. I say huge, everything always feels huge because we're moving so rapidly around here. But we've outgrown our space, and so we've moved into another room, and I want to show you how we've reorganized things and where we're going with it. So let's take a look. So if you come into the MiniWarGaming Forge as it is, you may notice some differences. Over there we don't have the standing desk anymore, and the airbrush station is no longer going to be there. We still have to move the paints and stuff. And you'll see why very soon. And there used to be a desk here where James was. Soon there's going to be a workbench for packing orders. And this used to be where my desk was, which is now shelves. So if you didn't know, the room next to us was Steve's room, and he had tons of storage, and now he does not. I gave him storage elsewhere in the building, but we needed the space, and so Steve and I talked about it, and we figured out a way to make it happen. So say hi, James.
Hey.
Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
So I want to walk through, kind of show you what we've changed. You can kind of see pretty quickly, and what we plan on doing. So first off, obviously this room is not going to have 3D printers in it. As soon as we walk in, you can hear it's quieter, except when Jeremy's talking. Then it gets loud again. But the decibel level of all those printers is actually roughly equal to like a crowd of people talking. So it's not enough to hurt your ears, but it is enough to kind of constantly be going. And so we moved the one standing desk here, the one that Jeremy's at, and he's painting some of the damned models from Wargame Atlantic. Sorry, yeah, Wargame Atlantic. My brain just went, I want to say Warzone Atlantic. Warzone Atlantic. I think that's it. Oh, I don't know why I can't remember that name. I should. They're our partners, but I forget my kids' names. And I just, anyways, so yeah, so you're painting up the ogres.
Ogres and some command group.
And then the heavy weapons.
Heavy weapons.
These are the Trader Guard, basically. They can be used as, or you can use them as whatever you want, one-page rules, or whatever game you feel like. So you can even grab them for Necromunda, or This Is Not a Test, or anything else that you want to kind of look they kind of look post-apocalyptic is really what it comes down to. And so as does normal chaos stuff. So you're painting this up so we can use them in some videos, because the late pledge manager is still open. It will be until November, sometime in November. So if you want to support us, we've partnered with them. And so if you want to get some awesome Trader Guard models, I'll put a link down below to that and go check it out. And since we're partnered with them, we get part of what they make from it as well. So it's going to help to build our capital to allow us to expand the Forge and other parts of MiniWarGaming as well. So Jeremy's doing great, working hard there. And then we have a second standing desk that used to be upstairs. Josh used to have it. It's going to turn into a little bit of a workbench as well. Microwave is going to move because I've ordered another workbench to go into this corner. And then I've ordered an L-shaped desk, kind of really nice L desk for Steve, because I don't want him to just be on this table like he always has been. Got to give him something nice too to make up for having lost the entire room. So he's going to get an L-shaped desk. Then we can move his fridge. Little fridge down there. We'll go over here in the workbench. And then I've ordered some airbrush, what do you call it? Airbrush booth, a nice 4-foot one. So that'll go there to ventilate. We don't have anywhere to ventilate to, so we're just going to push the air through a bunch of filters. And I've ordered an air purifier for the room as well, because you don't want to have that stuff going into your lungs or onto all of your other stuff. There's a video I'm going to be putting out tomorrow about this, but James actually designed these Wargame score trackers. But I'm not going to talk too much about these, because we literally just made a video about it that I will be posting tomorrow, because these are already available on our site. But there's also some new stuff that James is quickly getting renders ready for the website. But we're doing all these different widgets and objective markers, getting ready to sell those STLs and 3D printable 3D printed as well. So if you want them printed for you, or if you want to print them yourself, then you can save yourself money if you want to print them yourself and just buy the STL. So pretty cool stuff. If you haven't already seen them they've been up on our site for a couple weeks. We've actually already sold a bunch, so that's kind of fun. And then, of course, we have our other workstations. James's desk is now here. Mine is there. And then, like I said, there's going to be an L-shaped desk in the corner for Steve. So yeah, so this room has become kind of a workshop / office, whatever. We're going to probably quickly outgrow this too. The plan in the future. So first, the plan will be to build shelves so that we have more storage in here. But the real plan will be, after we get a few more 3D printers, this place will start to get a little too full. We might have to literally find another building, because there's nowhere else in this building to go. So that's kind of where we're at. So in order to make that happen, we had to make some other changes. I don't think anything I'm going to show you, though, is going to make sense because you probably hadn't seen it before, but let's do it anyways. So I wanted to give Steve a bunch of storage because he has tons of models. And so we cleared out a lot of this. And there's storage way back there that we moved stuff to. But also, as we kept finding like nooks and crannies around here that were underutilized. So like, for example, if we come back here into this back area. So like, for example, back here, this is very poorly organized. So we need to clean that out, and that'll net us a lot more storage. But this room back here, another room, this is where our housekeeping takes care of stuff for the hotel rooms upstairs. So that shelf used to be right here. This didn't exist. So we built this new, I had Jeremy build this new shelf because we're having a lot more of these tables built because I've been loving using them. So Adam from Greenleaf Terrain is building us like 12 more of them as we speak, and we'll have even more. So those will get stored here. And then the shelf that was there is now here, and you can notice it's empty, which means we actually have more space. So Steve can take that over, or we'll use it, whoever needs the spot. And we just kind of consolidated other stuff right here. So there's storage everywhere. Like if I walk through the building, we find every nook and cranny to have storage. Like even under the stairs, we've got some things stored. And so there's more of the boards. He stored some of the unfinished ones here, but Adam will be finishing all of those. So yeah, storage everywhere, storage under tables, storage in the hallways, storage under stairs, everywhere. And even one of the studios, but the studios, well, let's go to the B-roll studio, and you can see we moved even more of the shelves in there. So this is the studio where we take pictures of the armies that we showcase in the battle reports. So we got it all set up nice there. So now we have more shelves in here for all of that and for equipment. So we got lots of extra space now, whereas before it felt like we were full. Now it's like, okay, no, we have space to be able to put stuff. And then the other studio right here where I typically put our 3D printing stuff, temporarily put this other side table, and then we got tons of terrain that we've been printing as well. So there's just so much going on, just a ridiculous amount of stuff going on. Whew. So that's the update of what's going on. So this week, actually, on the main channel, this Thursday, if everything goes well, Zorpazorp will be putting up his video about making Middle Earth with the Haxton Hills tiles, and we'll put up a video on our end too, but his video will be way more interesting because it's going to be Zorpazorp level energy and him putting all the tiles together and painting them and making all of Middle Earth. So that's the plan. If everything gets done in time, it'll go out this Thursday. So a video on our side showing how we made the tiles, and then a video on his side showing how he put them together and painted them. So take a look for that. I'll put Zorpazorp's channel in the description so you can go and subscribe to him so you don't miss that video. And he's got lots of other really cool stuff too, so check that out. Anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about for now. Thanks so much for watching. Happy 3D printing.